Hello, today I'm going to demonstrate how to use alcohol stoves for bike packing, backpacking, camping, etc. This is my kit here. I'm using matches and I have the fuel here in this bottle. It's denatured alcohol. You can buy it at any hardware store. I pre-pour it into a bottle to make it easier to pour. Here are the stoves. I'm going to unpack them and show them to you. They're pretty light and easy to pack. Great for backpacking, things like that. It's basically just a cup where you pour the fuel in. One of them is sealed, the other one has an open top. I'm going to clear out a spot here, make sure they have a stable surface to burn on. As you can see, the one on the right has legs, and the other one has a little stand that goes inside of. So now I'm pouring the fuel in here, being careful not to spill it. If you have a spilling and try to light it up, then you could really have a problem. You want to be careful with that. So take caution doing that. And here they are. The one on the left is from Ever New, Japanese manufacturer, and the one on the right is from Vargo, an American manufacturer. They weigh about 30 grams each. Now the stoves are filled and I'm ready to light them up and start cooking. Alright, I'm lighting this one up and it's burning. You can barely see a flame off of it. That's one thing to note, is sometimes the flame is invisible. I've got this aluminum wind protection here that wraps around. That's also quite lightweight. Now I'm going to put my pot, some water, get started for some soup. So here they are burning. They're not as strong as, say, a Jetboil or MSR gas stove, and they maybe don't have the cool factor, but they're lightweight, low tech, low maintenance, and clean burning.
All right, coming to a boil here with this one. Very nice, because it is cold out here.
I'm just making some dehydrated soup today. There's a lot of things you could cook, though. Anything you could cook on a regular stove you could make with one of these. Today it'd take a little longer for the water to boil, about 10 minutes or so. And I'm only using about 1.5 ounces of denatured alcohol in each one. And that'll go for about 15 minutes or so. You can use a little more if you need to. I'm going to take this hot pot of soup and put it in an insulated koozie from Anti-Gravity Gear. In this cold, this is very necessary. Normally, it'll just allow you to cook a little longer off the burner. And I'm going to add a little maple syrup to this tea for a little extra power. Well, I'm going to give this another couple seconds. Just mention a few things you need to remember. Definitely have a stable spot to set up. Be wary of wind and dryness in your environment, all kinds of environmental factors, and be careful with the fuel, pouring a flammable liquid around that you're going to light on fire. Definitely something you need to use caution with.
Yeah, that's looking pretty good.
Now that it's done burning, you can see it's clean. There's no black residue, smoke, or anything like that. You need to let the stove burn out. There's no way to extinguish it, really. And you also need to make sure it's burnt out before refueling it again.
So this is looking pretty good right now. Some couscous and lentils. Luckily I've got it insulated. Otherwise it wouldn't stay hot for long. I'd just be eating cold food.
So dried and dehydrated foods are probably the easiest thing to cook. But there's possibilities to get creative with your recipes if you plan ahead, depending on how you pack. Right now on this cold day, I'm just trying to stay warm with a little bit of hot food, and I think this will do nicely. And it is. I really enjoy using these. Hopefully you can get some good use out of them too. There's lots of different ones and DIY methods as well. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your travels.